I'm so funny. I wanted to wake up at 4 really bad, and I woke up at around 4:15, and I guess I decided to go back to sleep. It's like my waking self is different than my actual awake self, because if I was actually awake and actually thinking, I would have gotten up. But it's just like my body, or when I wake up, it's nothing matters more than going back to sleep. And so when I finally decided to wake up and actually start using my brain, I realized what time it was, and I realized what I wanted to do in the morning, and I was like, ugh. I was I was very. You ever wake up from a nap super stressed because I don't know, because of what time it is? I always thought that was a very adult thing. I think that's always something that I've had trouble with, waking up, or I would wake up, then I would sleep in. It's like the weight of the world is just so heavy when I wake up, and I just want to go back to sleep. And I sit up, and then it's just like my bed is a giant magnet, and then I pass out. It's unfortunate, but other than that, I've been getting familiar with being in a wobble period of time. And wobble is basically switching in between your old self and your new self frequently in like a short period of time. I've been through this before, but in the past it's been very superficial. As I mentioned before, now it's more deep rooted. I'm interrupting myself. Also, I noticed that you can see this building when I pass by it every morning. I have to remember to be more happy, honestly. I've taught myself for months earlier this year how to actually be happy. And it's like I've just been neglecting that, honestly. Not fully, but my focus has been in growth. I don't want to take myself so seriously, but I also want to start taking myself seriously. Like, I know on a metaphysical level, none of this is real. Everything is what I make out of it. If you ever read The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer, he uses an analogy that I like to think about often, or bring up often, where he says to imagine you're in a movie theater, but along with the audio and the visual, you have all the sensory aspects of the movie, like feeling, taste, touch, smell. If you watch that movie for a while, you get so engrossed in it and you start thinking that it's real. Yeah, I watch movies with just the visuals and the audio, and I get lost in it, and I forget about myself. And I feel like I kind of been doing that recently, even though I might be in denial about it. I'm gonna be just real with myself. Sometimes I forget that there is a being in there. I'm not just all physical. I'm not just everything that I think or everything that I feel. And it's not to discredit anything, it's more just to alleviate any residual stress and to take things less seriously. I wonder if I can get over it. So I think my main intention, just to get things more clear, is to take life less seriously and put more importance and prioritization. Prioritization, how do you say that correctly? On what matters to me. Like my health, my connections, my connection with myself, and all that good stuff. I mean, I have been meaning to meditate too. Oh god, more recently, at least every day. I feel like it'll just be helpful. Maybe I've just been meditating with intentions that are different than what I actually want to do. To circle back to my little wobble conversation with myself, we're experiencing right now me figuring out what my new self wants to do with all this stuff that's right in front of me. It's a lot of naming and labeling, especially with the old beliefs. If you identify them and take a look at them, it helps you take a step back. It helps me take a step back and realize I don't want to choose this anymore. I have a bigger vision. There's more I want to do with my life than argue for my limitations. But yeah, to wrap it up, moving forward, be more, actually just have more fun. That's the main reason why we're here, I think. It's not supposed to be all like, so I need to remind myself of that. And just be myself.